Right now I'm super excited to be at the booth of BMW because obviously here is again a lot of green innovation taking place, and with me is Stefan. He is Vice President Brand Communication. Very welcome. Hi Stefan. Stefan, first question, obviously you have been part of the GREENTECH Festival last year. This year again, why did you decide to come to the GREENTECH Festival?
Because we really believe that the GREENTECH Festival is a place where thought leadership and emotions are in a perfect combination, a perfect wedding. And as now we are coming slowly in a post-COVID phase, it's so good to have a physical appearance again. Even if it's a perfectly organized hybrid venue here, the physical thing and getting the emotions to the people is what is really important.
Yeah, and that's what's missing the last couple of months, right?
We have learned a lot about digital experiences, etc., but you can't compare it to the physical live appearance. You can't.
Yeah, of course. So let's talk about your booth. You are presenting a lot. What do you present?
Of course, we are now finally with BMW in the core of our brand when it comes to sheer driving pleasure and the electric driving pleasure with the all new BMW i4. And it's fully electric and it's pure fun and sheer driving pleasure. But not just about cars. We also have crazy engineers in our company, and the very first ever electrified wingsuits is here showcased.
Wow.
And this you will see afterward through our base jumper Peter, an Austrian guy, crazy guy. We love him, and our engineers made something special happen. You will talk to it later.
I'm super excited about that.
And finally, there's Mini, because Mini will go crazy for the future when it comes to future of mobility, and you would not expect where Mini goes when it comes to the vision of mobility.
That sounds promising, but how important is sustainability for you in general at BMW?
I may say sustainability is becoming the core of our brand, but the big thing is you need to combine sustainability with emotions. And therefore such a car like the all-new i4 will directly combine this, because people are enjoying sheer driving pleasure and the ultimate driving machine, but the future is fully electric.
Thank you very much, Stefan.
Thank
so
you.
far, and you were mentioning Peter,
Yes.
who's on my left. Peter, you are a wingsuit pilot.
Yes,
Thanks
that's
a lot
true.
for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
Peter, what exactly is an electrified wingsuit?
It is a wingsuit with an electric drive, which improves the performance in the sport of wingsuit flying. It's like a thrust system, which offers a completely new feeling of flying. It's like joy and performance.
And that's what you can experience here, right, at the booth?
Totally true, yes.
How close is it to a real wingsuit jump?
You get the feeling of it,
Yeah?
that's for sure.
That's super interesting. So everybody who wants to join us here at the BMW booth is welcome, obviously. When is your next jump and where going to happen?
At the moment, we're developing like the next version. It's like another big step, I have to say, with more electric power. But I can't say for now where and when we will do the final jumps.
Okay, so we stay excited, obviously, about what you will be bringing up in the future. And let's just move to Mini. We were talking about Mini as well. And obviously Mini is playing a super huge part at the BMW world, and I'm talking to Bernd, who's head of Mini.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for joining us today. So Bernd, how is efficiency rooted within your brand business case?
Well, effectively it's the origin of Mini, because when you go back to '59, Mini was born out of a crisis, at that time the Suez crisis. So it was a resource and oil crisis, and the idea of Mini is to create something unique in terms of mobility, to create maximum space on a minimal footprint. So even though everyone knows Mini as a cool lifestyle brand, actually at the very origin of Mini is the core idea of sustainability, even though it was not called sustainability at the time.
Yeah.
And that's why we also have that always in our understanding of the brand, also want to move that ambition forward, and actually we are and will be the first fully electrified brand in the BMW Group portfolio.
That's super impressive. Actually, Mini is not Mini anymore, right? How long can you go with the name Mini? How big can you get?
Well, the core Mini, what we have, the three-door hatch, which is the core of the portfolio, we would like to keep Mini, because we have the full understanding you don't mess with an icon. The typical design, the typical driving, what we call go-kart feeling needs to be there. Actually, we want to, in the next generation of Mini, we want to become a little bit smaller again. Yet on the other hand, yes, we want to extend our portfolio, also moving into more compact cars, etc. But there's always two things that are important for us. In every segment, we would like to be the smallest and the most compact, taking that original idea of clever use of space. And we would only go into segments where we also think we get across the typical mini go-kart feeling.
So, like the way it all goes is going bigger, like SUVs, and you decide the other way around.
Well, we do a little bit of both, I would say. We would like to keep the iconic Mini small or even smaller.
Yeah.
And then we grow a little bit. But the ambition is not to grow just to grow, but what we get in terms of size to really make use of it. That's, by the way, also the idea of the Urban Now, the concept vehicle that we designed for time frame 25, 30 plus, where we say we want to go again back to this idea of a clever use of space, but on very small footprint, making most efficient use of space.
Ben, thank you very much so far. We are moving on, obviously, at the booth of BMW. And with me, or behind me, let's say this way, is Holger. You are the president of Design Works at BMW.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here at the GreenTech Festival. Holger, which city is the front runner in terms of sustainable urban transportation?
Good question. Well, the easy answer would be it's a city in Scandinavia, Oslo, Copenhagen, Stockholm, because they, I think, are very advanced in regards to integrating sustainability into their everyday city planning practices and so on. But I have to say, I would choose my current home base, Los Angeles, because that's the city that I believe has some of the biggest problems in traffic and transportation, and they are going about it with full force. So I'm really looking forward what they are doing there.
How do you see the situation in Germany?
I think Germany is definitely one of the more advanced countries, and as you know, the Germans always think first before they start to act. I believe we're now in the last phase of the thinking process, and we need to get to action.
Okay.
But a lot of things are happening already.
And we have seen a lot of products. How important is sustainability in the product itself?
In this current phase of transformation, I think it is positioned just in the right place in BMW. You know, Oliver Zipse, the CEO, put three terms behind him on screen, which is electrification, digitalization, and sustainability. And that's great to see because it turns to be a factor at the core of the company.
We are obviously looking into green innovations at the GreenTech Festival. What are you looking for in the following days?
Well, first of all, it's so great to be at a live event again. So, you know, we as designers, we try to find inspiration in these type of events. So it's about networking, about meeting new people. And quite honestly, this type of spontaneity to just run into someone and have a quick chat, that was missing over the last year. So I'm looking for new networking opportunities and potential partners to work with.
Thank you very much, Holger. It's a pleasure having you at the GreenTech Festival again. We wish you all the best. Take care.
Pleasure.
And see you.